Welcome to the VIP section.
Sheababytv.
Yes, sir. Let's get them invites out. We got a good morning. We're running a little late this morning. Let's get it.
Sheababytv.
Shout out to everybody pulling up. Let's get to it early.
Sheababytv. Sheababytv.
Let's hit them like buttons early. Yes, sir. What's good, y'all? What's really good, man? Another good morning. How's everybody doing this morning, man? Let's talk about it. We are back another morning.
What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to Sheababytv, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
No hate, no sucker shit. We always try to play that early in the morning so we don't get no trollers and no haters early. Yeah, I was running a little late this morning, a little traffic, tired. As always, sometimes a nigga gotta go out and play a little bit sometimes too. Yeah, man. When you're serious about what you do, you start seeing that you have no life. So sometimes you gotta get out and run around. Good morning to Mike, and good morning to Chanel. Let's hit them like buttons early. And yeah, we got a good show ahead of us, as always, as promised, as we do every single morning. And shout out to the people that's the regulars that always support and show love. Facts. Yeah, man. A little chilly in New York City today. I think it's about, maybe if I'm not mistaken, let me check the weather. I think it's about 65 degrees right now. 71 degrees, a little chilly, nice weather. Nice weather. Yeah, man, let's get to the, hit them like buttons early. Let's send out these lives. And let's let these people know that we are lit early. So yeah, man, a lot of smoke went on yesterday. It's a damn shame. Not even 24 hours. And there's more news. But let's think about it. Like we said, if these goofies they don't do these things every morning, then we ain't got too much to talk about. And keep the news flowing. But I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes I be wishing like, yo, I'd rather these dudes not do nothing and we figure something else to talk about. You know, sometimes I might want to talk to you guys about how they robbing these people in this game, nasty work game as it is. Whether it's sports, acting, or rapping, they getting robbed. You gotta think about it, man. When you saw the guy back in the days giving you a pack, right? You thought, yeah, you was buying Jordans. You thought you had a chain. You thought you could even get a car. Yeah. Hell, you can even pay your rent. But you gotta think, even at a 9-to-5 job, if you have a Bentley, imagine what the owner got. Yeah. So that's why I try to say, at any time, it's okay to, to be the worker, but at some point, you got to be saving up and saying, you know what, boss, I want to be the boss. And that's what Dame Dash was talking about the other day when he was saying, matter of fact, I'm going to put that on for y'all. Hold on. We'll start the morning off with that. Dame Dash. Hold on. Yeah, we'll start the morning off with this because this is a good one. Just to let you know, while you're at work, yeah, I do want to be that boss. Jay-Z stole pack. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Okay, got it. We got it. I wanna. Okay, we'll just play this one because they had a whole interview that's like 5 minutes long, but they try to cut it down to the right here to the important parts. So we'll just play this part right here. Hold on.
Last question of the evening. How much of a turnoff is it for people to always ask you about Jay-Z?
The turnoff is that no one asks him.
Hey.
And the turnoff is someone will ask me, and then when I answer, they'll be like, he's always talking about him. But the fact is, he's a big part of what y'all want to know that happened in my past.
For sure.
So not many people worked with Jay-Z in that capacity. Not many people have so much to say because they don't have so much experience. A lot of people that have been, maybe mistreated by him are scared to speak up on what he did.
Facts.
I'm just not. So if I hit a nigga with a pack, I hit him with some work, and he runs off on me, until I get my money back, I don't care if it's 20 years later, I'm never going to have too many complimentary things to say about that situation. Yeah, we was cool, but he ran off with 10 birds. So what do you expect? And a lot of people that say those things, they've never been in a position of being a person that cuts checks, works this hard, and have had people at that level take them to court, say things about them, and click up and make other people, say other things. Like, if you haven't been in that position, you don't know what it is. The difference is most people that are in my position aren't so transparent.
No, facts.
Aren't so honest. Don't take the time to personally talk to the culture. A lot of people, after they make money with the culture, they out. I made money with the culture, and I want the culture to make money with me.
We right back here.
And that's why, I'm here. So, bottom line is this. Regardless of what anyone says, hard work, good work, respecting the art, being resilient. You cannot be a general unless you fought a war. Nobody can tell me they tough unless I saw them do some tough shit. So I like being a general. I've been through a lot of wars. Most generals respect what I do. Actually, all generals. A lot of soldiers are scared of what I do because they think I'm still a soldier, but I'm really a general and they're soldiers. So I don't expect a soldier to think and have the same mentality as me. A slave don't have the same mentality as a master. You understand? A student don't have the same mentality as a teacher till he evolves.
All right. I agree, my dudes. I agree. You know what I mean? If you're going to be the boss, be the boss. That's a fact. I was always taught they come for the boss first, man. That's a fact. So I feel Dame Dash, man. That was some good smoke this morning, man. Dame Dash always talks that shit early in the morning. I remember my cousin was giving me 120 packs talking about keep 20 as a young boy. I was rocking for a couple of weeks until I said, fuck that, and took that 120, grabbed my own work. Facts! Shout out to Willie Will. He's talking that sauce this morning. I agree with him, man. He's definitely talking that sauce. But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. At some point, Willie will say, yo, you know what? Why am I work? If I'm doing all the work, I might as well get my own work. And that's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. And that's all he's saying. Niche, what's goody? Yeah. Michelle, what's goody? Shout out to the ladies. And the lovely Leah is in the building this morning. That's a fact. I was pressed the like button. Good morning, y'all. Yes, sir. Yeah. Leah says she hit that like button. She just letting us know early. Shout out to Leah. I ain't seen my boo-boo in a minute. What's goody? Yeah. But yeah, like I said, man, Dame Dash is talking that good smoke, man. Now, I want to talk to y'all about this Jay-Z still in the pack. What y'all think he meant by that? Stealing all the ideas, stealing all of the rockawares, stealing all of the artists, stealing everything in the business and producing? Or does he mean literally he gave Jay-Z some packs and Jay-Z said, F him? Yeah. What y'all think this morning? What he meant by that? He said Jay-Z ran off with the pack. Yeah. And it's crazy because I put that on the page yesterday on Instagram, and the comments is crazy. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the comments for y'all on Instagram with that one. Let y'all see what the people are saying about that. They went crazy on that post yesterday. Let me see. Oh, here you go. All right. Let's go to the comments. So, read the comments, y'all. People going crazy on Instagram about that. Look, the Jay-Z. This is how it look on the gram. And look, the comments is going crazy. People talking crazy about that, man. That was something serious yesterday. They was going in on that, talking about Jay-Z with the packs. It was nasty. So that's why I'm asking y'all, what y'all mean by that? You know, was he literally saying that he gave Jay-Z some packs? I don't know. I don't think he that crazy, man. But with these podcasts work, who know these days? Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Jay ran off with his dreams. That's what the packs is. That's a fact. Jay-Z running off with Dame Dash's dreams is the packs. Now, being from that Dame Dash is from Harlem back in the 80s, growing up in, probably born in the 60s, growing up in the early 80s, mid 80s, late 80s, all you know is packs. Pack talk. Because ain't nobody was getting money like us in Harlem. Yeah. Harlem niggas was getting it back in them days. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Harlem dudes was getting it. So that's why he referred his work to them packs. Yeah. Dame want his work. Yeah, Dave want his work back. That's a fact. Did he run off with the ability to? No, that's what I'm trying to say, Leah. Brock, what's goody, my dude? Yeah. That's a fact, my guy. Queen Bad said that he stole Dame Grits. You racist bastard. Keep an eye on that guy, Niche. Ashton Wallace, don't do that. Don't do that, Ashton. We're going to send you to the zombie tribe. Don't do that this morning. Jay wasn't stupid enough to run off with a Harlem nigga work. Facts. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Sponge fella, what's goody? Yeah. Nick 32 says stop the drugs. Ashton Ice. Yes, sir. Yeah. So yeah. I agree with what y'all saying. Dame Dash, work, the bricks, the pounds, you know, whatever. The weight was his idea, and the ability to put together concepts and put together artists and make big projects. Pause. And Jay-Z said, you know what? I don't want to be the artist no more. I want to do what you do and be the planner.
Sheababytv.
And sit back and make all the money. So yes, he did run off with his bricks. Yeah. And you know what? Dave Dash said, if you steal my work, and if it's 20 years down the line, I'm still gonna hit you in the mouth. So all you dudes that ran off with the Plug's work, and you think you see him 15 years from now and you got a cane, and that nigga bust you over your head with that cane, and you old, and you coming out of the hospital to get a checkup in a clinic, and you 65 retired, and you get hit in your mouth, you know what that's about. Yo, you gotta remember, a lot of dudes' lives get started by running off with the pack. You know, you could run off with the pack and buy a house. You could run off with the pack and buy a car. Hell, you could run off with the pack and get you a Dottie. But that's what I'm saying. Has anybody, let me ask y'all that for a second. I don't know if y'all was ever in the street game, but I was. I'm gonna lie again. When that dude run off with that pack, that's a horrible feeling. You feel like he just spit in your face. You always see him in the streets and you in the car, you dip low, you got the grill looking at that nigga. You just want to get out and choke him. You just want to get out and kidnap him, throw him in the trunk, tie his ass up. Pause, no Diddy. But that's the fact. That's how what Dame Dash is pretty much saying, that's how that feels when you run off with a nigga pack. Big Papa was goody. Ayo Patrol, I like that name. I would have kicked you out, but I see where you're going with your name. Ayo Patrol. So everything you say is, hey, yo. So keep him in, Niche. He's cool. Ayo Patrol is all right. We're going to keep him around. Make sure you like and subscribe, Ayo, because we need you in the chat, man. Somebody say something in here, let them know they got to say pause in here. I only did it because it was my cousin. Facts. Everybody ran off with the plug once enough. I ran off on the plug once before. That's a fact. Because sometimes you just ain't feeling the plug. The plug might did something disrespectful or word. This nigga looked at my bitch and said, where you trying to holler at my chick? And he thought that I wasn't going to find out? Yeah, wait till he give me them 30 packs. I'm going to tell that nigga to kick rocks after this one. Charge it to the game. That's a fact. So the plug always gets got because the plug always wind up doing something nasty. Tom, what's goody? Uh-oh. Shout out to everybody pulling up. Let me get y'all situated. Let me get y'all situated. That's for all my people that pulled up. Shout out to my man Capital too.
Baby.
That's a fact. Yeah, I like my little drum roll, bring you in. That's some just generic shit that come with the machine. Those ain't my drums. That's a fact. Y'all want to hear my boom bap drums? Let me see if I can pull it back up. It's your man Tone VIP did the intro with this, man. We could play this. We could play this. Yes.
Welcome to the VIP.
Shout out to my man Tone VIP for making that intro beat for me. That's some real boom bap right there, Tone. Ooh. Shout out to my man Tone coming up with that heat right there, man. Nice little intro. But yeah, like I said, everybody done ran off with the pack once or twice, man. Yeah. Sometimes you ain't feeling the plug. It's not like you a thief. Sometimes you just want to say F him, man. I don't like his attitude. I don't like he think he a thug. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna make him show me. So I'm gonna make him show me he's about that. Sometimes it gets like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, I don't suggest it for y'all to run off with the plug work, because sometimes you might get a plug that's really about that. And you might be floating in the river or in the trunk somewhere. But like I said, sometimes people rob the plug because the plugs are disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like this nigga say he robbed his cousin for the plug. His cousin probably beat him in 2K or something. He said, now I'm keeping the work. You know what I mean? Everybody always looking for an excuse to keep the work. Oh, word, you stepped on my sneakers today? You stepped on my all whites? I'm keeping the work. That's a fact. 100% really will. Yeah, man. Shout out to Modern Day Hippie. I know he's smoking some gas right now. Let's give him a shout out. Yeah. That's a fact. Michelle, my boo, she said clearly his cousin didn't murder him. Facts. You know what's funny? His cousin Bobby was in the club with him spending all his money. Yo, my nigga, where you get all this money from? I thought you got robbed. I did, my nigga. I had my own stash. So when you gonna pay me? We talk about that tomorrow. Tonight, we popping these bottles. That's a fact. Most of the time, the plug a goofy. A straight goofy. Yeah. A straight goofy. You know what I mean? It's no different than Drake with the grassy. It's the same type of stuff, man. Just because you could be great at what you do, don't mean deep down inside you ain't a nerd goofy. Yeah. Everybody got some nerd in them. Nisha, that's my boo right there. Yes, sir. 100%. I saw that little nice picture, Nisha. Y'all mad? Nisha sent a nice picture yesterday on the gram. She said, you know, at some point they're gonna be hating. You could post this one. Yeah. But I ain't gonna post that yet because I don't want y'all in Nisha's DM. Nice little picture Nisha sent yesterday. Little cute behind. Yeah. Yes, sir. Let me see. Degrassi. That's a fact. Yeah, if you're not about that life, don't live that life. I always say that. Yeah. Them streets is nasty out there. You know, just like if you're the plug, if you ain't ready to tie niggas up and do all this type of nonsense, you know what I mean? That's when I decided I had to get out the game. Cause I ran into a couple situations. I was like, damn, do I gotta body this nigga? Yeah. Do I gotta go do life in jail for this nigga? I said, I'm out the game. I'm ready to take this nigga. I'm out the game. Once I feel like I take somebody out, I'm out the game. Yeah, because once they found out that I did it, now I got to go sit and sell with them Zesties, and now I got to watch from dropping the soap when I'm living a good life. Now I'll move on. I'm a smart black man. I can figure something else out.
Yeah. What it is, baby.
You feel me? Yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. I can't be around those Zesties unless I choose to. That's the fact. Like I said, I don't have no problems with the Zesties. Come on. When you're in the entertainment period, you're around 98.6% all Zesties.
Yeah.
That's why I always said I'd rather talk to the people and interview the artists that's on the come up. Because it seems like when you sitting down and you got to work with the gatekeepers and they sending you the top of the line artists, you're 98.96%, you're talking to a Zesty.
Sheababy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. I'd rather just talk to the people. At least I know who I'm talking to. Because the worst thing is being in a room with a Zesty that you don't want to be in a room with, and they done paid you for the Zestiness, and next thing you know, they saying, yo, what are you doing, fam? Why did you just do that? We paid you for the Zestiness. Nah. Yeah, that's crazy, Hippo. That's how they get down. Yo, listen, we don't hate on no Zesties in here, but we're not gonna let the Zesties hate on us.
Yeah.
Or the Zesties troll us. Or the Zesties even put pressure on us. You gotta be a Zesty on your own time. Yeah. Not on Sheababy time. That's a fact. Paying for the Zestiness is nasty work. I'm trying to tell you. And that's what they want you to do. Like, yeah, listen, we gonna cut you this nice check, 20. So you're gonna give me $20,000 to interview Lil Durk? Yeah, but the only thing is that the A&R that's coming, he wants to sit on your lap before the show. Are you cool with that? Hey, you know what? Y'all can keep that check. And you know what? Tell Lil Durk I said I respect them, respect this hustle, and definitely respect O-Block. Because them niggas is like third world country out there. But I don't even want to sit nowhere near Lil Durk if I gotta have an A&R sitting on my lap for this $20,000. You could keep that Zestiness alive away from me. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I ain't got no time for these Zesties, man. I don't want to see nobody saying our word. We invented that word in here. We invented that word in here, man. Them Zesties. If I hear anybody else saying that, we need a bag, man. Make sure y'all write today down and we know that we invented that word, man. Because all it takes is a troller. I already hear these internet niggas already running around saying my word. In here with troll pages, watching Sheababy get busy and perform. I already see how these niggas starting to act like me, man. I already see it. Yeah. But we ain't gonna allow that. We know we invented the Zesties. Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, man. We invented that word in here, man. Them Zesties, B. That's the fact. I don't want to hear nobody saying that. We gotta get the shirts and all that. We gotta walk around with the community with the shirts on, man. We invented them words, them Zesties. And I'm gonna tell you what day we invented the word the Zesties. It was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know exactly what day, but we was talking about the Indiana Pacers getting off the bus with these tight clothes on, looking like Angel Reese and them walking in the WNBA. And we was calling them niggas Zesties. Yeah. No, I'm saying I invented the word Zesties, my dude. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Them Zesties. Because we was thinking about words to call them people without them sabotaging us and getting us kicked off the air. We didn't want. At first, we was calling them Mo's. That is too obvious. So then we went with them Zesties. Yeah. That's a fact, hey yo, Patrol. That's a fact, hey yo. That's why I want to keep you in here. Yeah, because we down with the hey yo, we don't do that. That's a fact. That's a fact. But our word is the Zesties. Yeah. Shout out to Andrea Marie, that's a fact. Nah, real ones definitely know what you're talking about, of course. I want them to know what I'm talking about. Because I always said, I don't hate on the Zesties. I got Zesties in the family. I am not Zesty phobic. I'm going to tell you that now. Like I said, I wouldn't even been nowhere around the business if you know what, I'm going to go work for sanitation, or I'm going to go work for the town or something like that if I don't want to be around these Zesties. I'm in the entertainment business. I've been around Zesties my whole life. They don't bother me. I just don't want them saying nothing to me. We could, you could tell a joke. You could be around. I'm going to laugh. We could talk. We just can't smoke no blunts together. And we cannot be in a room too deep. That's it. No problem with Zesties. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm sexy chocolate, 600 pounds, and funky, stinking, then yeah. But I know them Zesties gonna look at your boy and be like, what's goody? And that's when I'm gonna have to say, I ain't worried about you, Zesties. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. My cologne smell good. I don't want no Zesties playing games with me. Facts.
Yeah. What it is, baby.
That's 100%. You know what I mean? Like your boy Fab say, I try to walk around with the Bruce Leroy glow. 100%. So but I ain't the type of dude that's throwing things. What this nigga just said to me? I'm like, yo fam, look, no disrespect, all love. You know what I mean? I'm a good dude, but I don't go that way, my man. You know what I mean? And I would love and respect that you respect my space and my energy. That's all. Look, you probably the best dude in the world. You know what? And I'm not even saying that I can't be your friend. Yeah. I'm just saying that I definitely can't be your lover, and I ain't going nowhere that way ever. You know what I mean? There's only one way I skateboard, my dude. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And yo, I'ma tell you, just because you get a lot of too, don't mean that you don't become a Zesty. Because sometimes these guys get too much of that and then they start exploring. No, I've been lucky, you know what I mean? To have the fact to say that every woman that I've laid down with, they've been into me and they gave me something good. That's a fact. So I can't even tell y'all if I ever had any trash, you know what? Because you know what? I always feel like if you tell someone, yeah, her shit was trash. No, nigga, her shit wasn't trash. She wasn't feeling you. That's a fact. Yeah. Just like when Benzino said Melissa Ford shit was dry, that shit was whack. No, Benzino dogs, she was not feeling you, my dude. You know what I mean? And women, if y'all in the chat, am I telling a lie or am I telling the facts? Let me know. Get in them chats. Let me know. When women are feeling you, they go to the next extent. They go to ladies in there right now. They saying facts. You know what I mean? That's because I know it's the truth. When they feeling you, they should get extra dripping. Extra watery. Yeah. They get extra waterfall, I'm telling you. And don't let them be feeling you like that because, you're the famous line. I don't really do that. Yeah, they start even going that way and going there. They even start doing that too. If they feeling you. Men too. Men too. Men are quick to go downtown if they feeling you, baby. Yeah. Oh, Nisha said definitely. If it's not wet, then they not into you. That's all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because before you even take off your boxes, my dudes, that shit is dripping if they feel it. Try it in the side if they ain't feeling you. I'm trying to tell you. Yep, my ex hooked around and found out now she's single mom with no pot to piss in. Grass ain't always greener on the other side. That's a fact. And that's the worst when you think you want to come up. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go get me some bags. Ma, I keep telling y'all, that bag talk ain't easy. These chicks y'all see on these reality shows and all these chicks driving these Bentleys, y'all think it's easy. They got that Birkin on they arm. No, they got 190 bodies on they plate. They trying to get to the bag by any means possible. Yeah. You know what I mean? They thinking about the next nigga in the bed with the next nigga because we just said it. If they ain't feeling you, they ain't gonna get wet, but they know they ain't getting no bag if it ain't dripping. You know what I mean? If it ain't dripping, you definitely ain't getting no money. Yeah. So that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. It ain't green on the other side. Let her go, my dude. I don't know what you did, because I never defend men all the time. You know why? Because I'm a guy, and I'm a real dude. I stand up when I be I never sat down ever. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That's why I can't defend men all the time, because I know we did something. Every time I got myself in trouble with a female, which they never hated me, they never did no nasty work to me. They just said, Shay, you were wrong, and you did the wrong thing. And I say, you know what? You're right. Yeah. I'm sorry. But wait, listen, hold on. Let me go back to that. So, and then, you know, the worst thing is for a female to try to go and look for the bag and then you can't get it. Now, the thing about this is that as a female, when you know you chasing the money, you know this is no different than being on the block selling a brick or walking around New York City with a gun. You know if you get pulled over with that gun in New York, that's automatically 3. Go sit your ass down for 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know if you out there looking for that Birkin bag, you do not care about that body count. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you're a female with you have motives, you know, you're a female, especially if you have a female with a kid. You know what I'm saying? If you're a female with a kid, it's that you know, you gotta have a little bit more respect for yourself to think that, you know, it's not that easy. So if you just don't give a fuck about your kid or you don't care about you know, yourself, have no self-esteem, then yeah, it's easy to get that Birkin bag. You know what I'm saying? It is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, are you really gonna sell yourself short for that bag? Because you know what? To be honest with you, the more expensive things you want, the worse looking, the nastiest smelling, the most turn off guy you're gonna have to be around. If you're looking for the bag. Yeah. I'm just telling you that now. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Then, you know, after you done did all of this and you find out that this dude only got 25 cents in the bank, that even makes it worse. You know, you thought he was him because he was riding around in a rented Phantom and a fake chain on, and you got fooled. You can't blame him. You got to blame yourself because you should have had the diamond tester with you. You know what I mean? You should have asked him to show you them paperwork and make sure that car wasn't a rental. You know what I mean? You should have, when you went back to the crib at the end of the club and you thought it was a mansion, you say, yo, wait, hold on. This is an Airbnb? You should have asked these questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, Nuka, pretty soon, I'm going to sell the JD Kiss jersey pretty soon. I just got to talk to Kiss. Me and him going to sit down and when it gets hot, I'm going to catch him outside. And we're going to talk, me and him, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it wasn't for sale. These were jerseys for kids for a good cause. But a lot of people are saying that they hot. So me and him might get to the bag. Yeah. That's a fact. We talked about this already, my guy. As long as niggas like DJ Academics, these chicks getting that bag. I'm trying to tell you. I saw a girl, right, smash a cake in Academic's face while he was on a live stream. I saw that. I was watching that thing. I was there. I was at the show. That doesn't happen to me. You know why? One, I don't carry myself like that. So if a chick gonna play games with me like that. Two, I don't know what he did, but he did something nasty. And you know, Academics, I feel bad for Academics, to be honest with you. When it comes to the females. Because I know these girls are out here playing games with him. I wish I was Academics' friend. I would be Academics, I would be his nigga in his bag. That's why I say Academics don't got no real niggas around him. I be telling Academics, Academics, are you serious? You gonna date this girl right here? Do you see what she looks like? Dude, you know she's way out of your league, fam. You know you ain't got no business talking to this woman. You know, some niggas gotta be for real. They gotta look at their body count. They gotta look at the chicks they dealt with in high school. Look at the chicks they dealt with in college. Look at the chicks they dealt with in their prime. Yeah. Then they come across this money when they get like 30, 35. And then now all of a sudden they want to start dating the Kim Kardashians. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When really my dude, you was in high school dating Precious. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. Yeah. You was in high school dating the worst chick in the school. Now all of a sudden now you want to date your dream chick. Nigga, you gotta pay for that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got to pay for that. That's a fact. Nah, but Hippie, I'm just keeping it real. You got to pay for that. You know, you gotta be a realist sometime, man. You know, these niggas wonder why they approaching 50 years old and spent all this money on females. They don't got no kids. You know what I mean? Niggas is celebrities and they still can't get a chick. This shit is nasty because they're going for all of these industry chicks that's all playing games. You wasting time. I'm a celebrity, you know what I mean? And I'm known before I can have any kids or I'm known before anything. I have to go find me a nerd in the library. I can't get these chicks in the clubs and get these chicks walking around Fifth Avenue thinking I'm gonna wipe them up and put them in the crib. Are you serious? I may have to go to like Jamaica or DR and find me a chick that don't speak English and bring her back here and throw her ass in the house and don't let her come outside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a celebrity and I make it big before I have my kids. That's why I'm glad I had kids and had everything at a young age before I was even noticed of anything. That's a fact. You know what I mean? I got it out the way. Yeah. That's a fact. Nigga want to do a boxing match in Mexico. Shout out to Tony. Carmine, straight facts. Yeah. I'm only trying to talk facts, my dude. You know what I mean? I'm just saying a lot of dudes got to look at that, man. You know what I mean? You got to be a realist. You can't be a dude out there dreaming all the time thinking, yeah, you know, this is my dream girl. When I hit lotto, I'm going to marry her. Yeah, you're going to marry her, fine. And then you know what? She's going to look for some excuse because she's not going to marry you unless she getting half. Yeah. Look at Tory Lanez. He tried to marry the girl so he could have someone supporting him while he's in jail for 10 years. This chick said, no, I'm not going to have this coochie tied down for 10 years and you want to marry me before you went in and you was cheating on me with all these chicks before this. What happened? You shot Megan for having sex with her, cheating on me. Now you want to marry me because you going in? She divorced his ass quick. She said, you ain't gonna have me running up and down to these jails, sneaking this coochie around to you when I could just be throwing it around for the next 10 years and see somebody popping up and let them throw it in it. Come on. Get out of here. She's like, if you couldn't marry me when you was lit, why you couldn't marry me during the Tory Lanez Corona Tory? Why you couldn't marry me during the Corona Tory? Because the Corona Tory was running around with the Kardashians and Megan and Kelsey and all of them. John Daniel was popping. Melvisha was goody. Shout out to Sustain. Definitely give you a hug. Shout out to Colorado. We got the best weed in the world. Next to Cali. And y'all might got Cali beat. Because you know what? I heard Colorado bud is better because of the way it's like, it gets a little cold. You know, I guess the way is the air out there. I heard that the weed is grown better in Colorado than LA. I'm not going to hold you. That's crazy. So, Kanye West, his artist is talking about the crazy experiences that they had on the label. Okay, they said during the recent performance, let's see. See what they're talking about. Okay, she was just talking about how the budgets and everything on Kanye West labels was acting all crazy. You know, she's saying that you had to get permission to do this through Def Jam and all of this. You know, it was hard to get your money with good music. It wasn't pleasant working with them and stuff like that. And you can never get in touch with Kanye. You know, his business people don't even answer the phone. You know, it's different. These guys are definitely famous and busy. You know what I'm saying? She said, so I end up going to the office in the Calabasas, and he was like, why are you here? She continued. I was like, I need to get out of this deal. And he was like, okay, what do you need me to do? And I was like, you can text literally anyone and say anything I've done. And so he did that, and I was done. Yeah. So it seems like some girl that was signed to Kanye West label, she couldn't get in contact with none of them ever. So she got mad, and so she went to their office in the Calabasas and just walked in there and ran into Kanye and he released her. At least he released her, though. You know what I mean? He didn't pull no Diddy and tell her, get the hell out of my office and take it and come get it in blood. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you, them locks was ready to go to the end, man. That's a fact. Them locks was ready to go to the end. They wasn't playing with their royalties. And look, now that they got released, the locks papers to the roof. Yeah. Shout out to Michigan, 2 in the building. Michael, thank you for the subscribe. I love it. Thanks for subscribing, my dude. Chino! Yeah. Chino Bambino! Yeah. Yes, I did. I was going to talk about that next. Gucci Mane artist that died. Let's get to that. I wanted to do some research on that because, hold on. I want to make sure we are on the same page about that. I did see that. We're going to talk about some Tyga too today. Okay. We're talking about Gucci Mane's artist 1017. I think today was 1 year that he passed away, I think. Because he's let me see. Rapper, yes, it was. That's a fact. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Things happen, man. I don't know. I think the kid passed away too I think he was on that lean, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't remember. That was like a year and a half ago, a year ago. But I think that's what it was, man. See, because a lot of people were coming down on Gucci Mane about the passing of him and not trying to help him not do these drugs and stuff like that. And his wife, Keisha, you know, she said, leave my husband alone. She said, he signs these artists to help them and give them a better life. I wish it wasn't like this. Chance, love you, baby girl. And I'm not, we are not here to hurt these guys. Yo, because they talking about, okay, these are the 1017 artists that are in jail or have passed away dealing with Gucci. They got Pooh Shiesty, locked. Fujiano, locked. Hood Rich, Pablo Juan, and Mac Critter, and they have 1017. It's crazy. I like 1017. They got some fire. I like their mixtapes too. All roads lead back to Diddy. That's a fact. Yeah, so I'll keep y'all up to date. I mean, I don't think Gucci Mane's out to hurt nobody. I just think he got a record label. He's trying to run them. And I think that these guys are just living their everyday lifestyles of the street life. You know what I mean? So RIP to 1017. And, you know, I don't think 1017 is blaming Gucci for that. Yeah. That's a fact. It's crazy. So, I wanted to talk to y'all also. Sexy Red. Did y'all see Sexy Red? You know, yo, I told y'all from the beginning, New Jersey, nasty work. New Jersey's like shot rack. Yeah. Did y'all see Sexy Red get into that brawl at Newark Airport in New Jersey? She says that wasn't her. You know what I mean? She got locked up for it too, but I don't understand if it's not true if you got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me get to that right there. Because she tried to say that, okay, she tried to say that it wasn't her. Okay, it says Sexy Red denies she was part of the Newark Airport brawl. That wasn't me. The fuck? Okay. Rumors her involvement in the airport brawl with security footage of the incident went viral with her name attached to it. Early this week, a video came out and she said, "This is not me." On Tuesday, June 11th, she took to her Instagram story to refute the report, sharing the image of herself holding the middle finger soundtracked to her song TTG. Okay. Over the sample, she sampled the word "that wasn't me." DF, the fuck, you already know. She, despite her recent message, Sexy seemed to admit the role in the intimate aftermath of the fight, tweeting, "That is not me. Why do y'all keep saying this?" That looked like her. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. And then whoever the girl was had security guards and they was throwing the security was throwing it back. I don't know, man. So, Hip Hop DX said they reached out to Port Authority Police Department to get details about the fight, but has not received a response yet. So tomorrow they're going to probably let us know if it's real or not. They definitely reached out to them. Did y'all see that? Did that look like Sexy Red? Yeah. Flip TV, what's goody? I don't know. It looked like her. It definitely looked like her. I don't know if it was her though, but you know, she's covering it up, saying that that's not her. Yeah. All right, Tyga. Tyga said he's going on his new world tour. Tyga's back outside. Yeah. I don't want to know if I say that I like Tyga's music, but I do say that Tyga, when he do make a hit, them shits is knocking in the clubs. I never sat back and listened to a whole Tyga EP. I ain't gonna hold you. But I do say, Tyga has a couple hits that I have like riding around to. Shout out to Christine. Hardy. Yeah. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta say, Tyga, if he has an album coming out, he's gonna make one or two good songs that could get his ass on out there on them tours and get him paid. But y'all gotta remember, Tyga also got all his cars in his house and everything repoed. So he got to get back outside and start making this paper again. See what else is out there. So, more nasty work, Young Thug trial. Did y'all see yesterday when the Young Thug trial, the witness fires his lawyer while on the stand? The dude said, yo, you're fired. I ain't gonna lie. This is the most ghettoest trial ever in lifestyle. Ever. This is the hoodest trial ever. They locking up lawyers on the spot. The female lawyer for Thug got locked up. The Diddy joint. Yeah. They just locked up the other dude for walking up to the stand, asking them questions he shouldn't have asked. They made him spend a weekend in jail. This is crazy. They might have to turn this into a movie, man. All of this. They might have to turn this to a movie. That's a fact. Because I never seen lawyers get locked up in cases ever. I never seen no shit like this. Oh, the truth hurt. He said, Malvisha, where you from, boo? Yeah. Rick Rod, for real. Where do you ever see the lawyers get locked during cases? It's nasty. It's almost unbelievable. It's crazy. So Rihanna is starting over on a new album. This is like 15 years, 10 years in the making. I don't understand how these artists make billions of dollars, become the #1 artist in the world, and only have like 2 albums. Yeah. Shit is crazy. You had to put in work back in the days to get to this point, man. Destiny's Child, Beyonce, before that, they had to grind for that money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Rihanna, she's doing what she want out here in this world. Take her time with albums. She said Rihanna reveals she's starting over on the new album. Yeah. So she trashed her last album that she did. It took her 10 years to make, trashed it. Now we ain't gonna get another one to 2034. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta love Riri. Yeah, oh God, it's been a mess. That's a fact. She said, I'm from Holly Springs, Mississippi. That's a fact. Yeah. Oh, Rick Rod is risen in here. He said she cute though. Yeah. Only in these lives we can pull that off. 100%. Shout out to Inglewood, California, cuz. Yeah. It's all about marketing, definitely. Marketing is the key to everything. I'm from NYC, but I live in the South right now, Malvisha. Oh, Malvisha, you better holler at him. When you get a New York dude in the South, wife him up. Word. It's getting nasty. All right, let's take a few minutes to talk about tonight. Game 3. Where we at with it, y'all? We going with Dallas tonight? We going with Dallas tonight, y'all? I think that's the way to go. Hello from New Zealand, that's a fact. Y'all think we can rock with Dallas tonight? Niche, keep an eye on that dude. We don't know what he's saying. Come on, y'all, talk to me. This is for the money now. Should we go with Dallas? Oh, yeah, I hit a ticket last night, too. Shout out to FanDuel. Yes. Yes, sir. Finally. I hit one. Yeah. I got one off. Finally. Plus 3,900. You already know what the vibes was. I'm not wearing the black Kyrie jersey. No, listen. I'm telling you, Kyrie got it tonight. Kyrie hungry tonight. Oh, I hit on that FanDuel, my dude. You already know. I'm talking his language now. He said, hit on what, bro? Talk to me. Yeah, I had the picks last night. That's a fact. I had them picks last night. Nah, I hit on MLB and WNBA mixed. Facts. I noticed there's only one way to hit on baseball, y'all. I'm telling you. I tried something different, y'all, yesterday. I'm giving y'all the sauce right now. I just got all of y'all fresh. Got y'all Father's Day paid for the weekend, ladies. Put a ticket in tonight for your man. This how you get his gift fucking with me tonight. Yeah. All right. If you want to make money tonight, the money is not into the basketball. It's too much on the line with the basketball. I noticed that. Every time I've lost, it's been with the basketball. The refs is controlling it. The whole world is on the NBA championship tonight for the money. So, go left. Go with the baseball tonight, right? And take the over-unders. Yeah. I killed them with those last night. Over-unders. Because baseball, you never know who's going to win. These niggas close their eyes, swing the bat, grand slam. You go to the bathroom, come out from the bathroom 3 minutes later, your money's down the toilet flushed. You might as well flushed it down the toilet when you was in the bathroom. Yeah, baby. Hit them like buttons too. I just looked at them. We doing all right this morning. Now, I'm telling you, it's tough on the NBA because, you know, it's not the players, it's the refs. The refs are controlling the whole flow of the money, man. Them refs are nasty work in the NBA. Yeah, there's definitely a point spread tonight. I'm not sure what it is, but I know Dallas is favorite. Yeah. But Boston could still win on the road. But I don't see them sweeping them or going down 3-0. Dallas tonight, easy win. Greg, your man Self said, all right, Omar done retired. I'm the new Rizzler. That's a fact, Self. Yeah. Get to it, my dude. So, you know, when you guys get these relationships in these chats and you guys get married, you can hire Sheababy to be the talker at the wedding, and you can hire Greg to perform. Right, Greg? Yeah. Max, if y'all get married in Sheababy chat, a Sheababytv platform, guy gotta perform, and Shay gotta be the host. We there. We there. Remember that love connection. I went to the NBA game once. Never again. European basketball is far better. That's a fact. Dude, bro, I saw online one day, I was gambling on a European game. I'm sitting there watching the game, right? The guy called timeout. Out of nowhere, they turned the lights out. I was like, what the fuck is this? They started shooting firecrackers in the air. It was outside. You niggas had a gym outside, my dude. Shooting firecrackers. They started throwing girls up in the air. Had mad animals running out on the court. I was like, damn. All of this for a basketball game? And forget about the restaurants that they had in the arena. Every restaurant you want, Mr. Chow's, everything. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. No KP changed the game. I did see KP get hurt the other game. KP's soft, but they saving KP. They don't need him up 2-0 right now. Boston is trying to pace him that they can guarantee this win.
Sheababytv.
Facts, Greg. Michelle, you know you ain't getting divorced today. Stop.
Sheababytv.
We know you got a good marriage. You been in your joint 17 years, man. Get out of here with that nonsense. We don't want to hear that. Because you're going to have all these dudes in your DM, and then you have your DM flooded because you looking like you a Spanish mommy out there. I can't really see it, but you looking like you a mommy. Definitely light-skinned it. John said, uh-oh, happy divorce day, Michelle. Welcome to your new life. Nah, I don't wish that on nobody, man. I want everybody to enjoy their marriages. It's hard to get married out here. You know what I mean? She looking good, Willie? Oh, she Cuban. Oh, she like me. Okay. Okay. Wait, 6 married. Oh, she's married for 6 years. Okay, I'm sorry. That bomb is for you, drummer cat. Elliot, but I'm ready to be married. I feel you, Niche. She said I'm ready to be cuffed. I'm in the Carolinas. Oh, they going at Melvisha. They going at Melvisha. Get Elliot out of here, Niche. He's a Zesty. Let me see. What up with this Shay? I'm smoking a King Hudson, what's goody? I'm smoking on this titty milk. What is that? Yo, you always got some gas. He got some weed called titty milk. Yo, I'm sick of these weeds, man. I'm an old school dude. And to me, it's either fire or trash. I got the fire, the gas, titty milk, all these names, crazy. Who Niche? Post your IG, Niche. All you gotta do is go on the Sheababytv page. You see me and her talking on it damn near every post. Damn, they trying to wife my niche up, everybody, man. They want to see her. They want to see me. There she go. She posted it. She posted it. Niche, Greg is family, so you can holler at him on a personal level. He's good money. He's not a troller. He's a real person. And a friend of mine, and I trust him. He's good money. Greg is looking to network. Greg is a good dude. Titty milk is a cookie. Yo, cookies is my favorite strand, bro. I gotta try that. Nigga said it's a cookie strand. The real Tony Tone. Oh, shout out Tony Tone. Good looks all the way from California. Good look for the love, my dude. Appreciate you. Hit them like buttons out there, y'all. Shout out to the True First. Okay, True First. I did music back in the early 2000s to the mid 2000s. Yeah. Definitely. Had a couple record deals. Songs with a lot of people that you never heard. Yeah. That's a fact. Y'all think Omar's a little boy? Because when everyone heard me say, Omar, can I hear your voice? We ain't seen Omar since. Yeah, I think Omar was a little troller. Yeah. Because Omar knew sooner or later we was going to keep asking him to let us hear his voice at least. Omar got up out of there. Omar got up out of there. At some point, Omar knew the ladies, his wrist game was too much. He knew that they was going to come for his head. So, did you guys know about some song that's called Problem? There was a song that's called Problem that Drake had dropped. And it seems like he said, I'm going to give you some real insight. You hearing this first. Problem said, Drake dropped Family Matters, and I text Kendrick like, hold on. This is crazy right here. What was the song that Drake had dropped before? They saying that there was another song that Drake dropped and then took it down like 10 minutes later or something like that. Before Family Matters. Did y'all hear about that song? Yeah. I never heard that song. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that, y'all. But he said there was another song that he dropped that he deleted. What's some of all these deleting records that Drake is doing, man? What is this guy out here doing? He playing with the fans like this, releasing records, taking them down. Kendrick Lamar done bought 2 houses already off that like Not Like Us song. I don't get why Drake would take these songs down. He could have got paid. Yeah. P. Ness, what's goody? Peep Game, tailor-made facts. Yeah. His ghostwriters told him to. That's a fact. Other problem with A$AP Rocky. Who's got problems with A$AP Rocky, you heard? Talk about it in that chat. Yeah. Talk about it in the chat. Talk about that in the chat. Yeah. Let me see what they say. P. Ness, pause. Hey, yo, that's why we keep it new around, hey, yo. We got to keep Ayo around. He wild. So, what's up with this Rick Ross? He's back at Drake's head again, man. Hold on. Let me pull this up for y'all. He's back at Drake's head. He's nasty word. Let me see what this is that he's talking about. He's saying that it says Rick Ross takes another shot at Drake with a new champagne moment disc cover art. So what is he? I'm gonna see this art cover. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Damn, Rick Ross. He had Drake head. Rick Ross posts this about Drake. He's at Drake's head again, man. That's his new artwork cover for his new album. He said, Drake. He's killing Drake again. Rick Ross is back outside, man. The trolling begins. The summer. His car show is over. Rick Ross is back to work. Rick Ross is back to work, y'all. Yeah. As a fact, it's killing him. Rap is definitely trash. Yeah. Too much headaches. Too much headaches. Sheababytv. But hey, what we gonna do? This is what they got us stuck here with. So we gotta, we gotta take it for what it is. We don't have to listen to this music. You could go back and listen to the old school stuff that you like and just cut the radio off. But that's why I don't listen to the radio, because I know what all types of BS they about. You know what I'm saying? I can't. It's a whole bunch of gatekeeping music that they want me to believe that is hot. That 2 Chainz, Wayne, and Benny the Butcher fire. Big time fire. Big time fire. It's crazy that y'all know about these records like that. Oh, I wanted to talk to y'all about this. What do y'all think about this one right here? Hold on. This was good. This was good. Okay. Dr. Umar, he goes off on rappers for defending Eminem. Let's hear this right here. What y'all think about Dr. Umar? Y'all think he's a clown, or y'all think he talking facts? Let's get to it.
Prize, because I didn't know that my position, like so many other positions that I have, would be considered controversial. I was doing a podcast interview. The topic came up. I think it was Joe Budden who suggested Eminem may be one of the greatest. And I said he could never be considered the GOAT. If you want to say he's one of the greatest, make that argument. But you will not call him the GOAT of a black cultural icon, of a black cultural product. You're not doing that. Our culture is our culture. We don't share it.
Okay, let me pause him before we get into that. I don't agree with that. It is our culture, but talent is talent. I'm not going to go by no color or nothing like that. The nigga nice, he nice, B. That's just bottom line. I'm not going to say it is our culture. We're not going to hand it over to nobody. But I'm not going to say if a nigga's talented, I'm not going to say he's nice or the GOAT because he's white or Chinese. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. If he's nice and he outworked us, he deserves it. Pause. Hey, yo, right? But for real, it's the facts. Let's get back to that.
Well, privilege to participate. Then they have participation privilege. But you cannot be the face of something my people made. This is not only true for me, this is true for most groups. But because black people suffer from post-traumatic slavery disease and we crave white validation more than oxygen, we are always looking to anoint some non-African as the face of something African people created. So when I said Eminem cannot be the GOAT, I never said he couldn't rap. I never said he didn't have talent. I simply said he can't be the GOAT. No more than DJ Khaled could ever be considered the GOAT as a DJ or producer because you are not African.
That's crazy.
So,
okay, what y'all think about that? So you have to be African, a black hood nigga from the streets to be the GOAT in the rap business? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Eminem would be a goofy if he was black. I agree. I agree. But I'm not going to say he can't rap. Yeah. But he would definitely be a clown if he was black. They want us black niggas to act like we killers, drug dealers, act like we the scum of the earth to sell records, right? It's crazy. Sheababytv. Yeah. It's crazy, y'all. What they putting us through. So what y'all think? Ain't no one bumping Eminem in the hood, never. Hear that word? Word. Yeah. It's kind of confusing. I'm not sure. I got some more smoke for y'all if y'all want to talk about this. They asked Gene Deal why Puff Daddy hasn't been arrested yet. Yeah. I think this is a good topic for us to talk about real quick before we get out of here because we've been rocking out for about hour and 25 minutes, so I got about another 25 minutes in me. Yeah. But let's talk about this one real quick. Hold on. I'll make sure they don't play that music.
Yo, happy to have you back on the platform, man.
Yo, we still here. We still doing it. Let's keep it going, brother. Happy to be here.
Hey, I had to bring you back, man. The people love you, man. So, it's only right to bring you back. But I want to get right into it, right? Why do you think Diddy haven't been indicted yet?
Listen here, bro. It's a term in the legal field that you could indict a ham sandwich. But the Southern District of New York has a 98.2 conviction rate. All right, for those who don't know, if you got 100 people, only 1.28 or something like that, 1.8, only 1.8 has won against them. So now, what they doing, they already got the witnesses, they already got the people, because let me just say something. With the sex trafficking thing, it only takes one witness to convince the jury. One witness. And we know who that witness is going to be. Cassie. She filed a civil suit against him. So it only takes one, in the sex trafficking charge, it only takes one witness. Now we got other people like Jonathan Odie, who was one of the sex workers, that he gave a testimony, or he gave some information to some agents that he was working, doing sexual acts with Cassie, cross states, going back and forth, this, that, and the third. So it only takes one witness. So now, the reason they haven't went after for him because there's more to get into. It's more to get into. It's not only the sex trafficking, it's the guns, the alleged drugs. And I'm saying alleged because they haven't came out with any formal charges yet. But when they come out with some charges, bruh, and you hit it, the Southern District of New York do not play. And people don't play with them. So I don't understand why this stuff ever even got to this point, but it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. The reason they haven't came down and got him yet, they going through his taxes. You hear what he said? They had all the people that he did business with. That they're going to go through everything that he did with a fine-tooth comb. And when they set that and they get what they call discovery to his lawyers, he either say, I'm gonna take the time, because if he go to court with it, 9 times out of 10, he gonna spend the rest of his life behind bars. So the reason they haven't did it at this point, it's a lot of paperwork, bro. They got a lot of people working different angles. They got the drug angle. They got the tax angle. They got the
Shout out to Tyson.
What else? They say the drugs, the tax, and then they got the guns that were found. They got to do a trace on the guns that they were found in the house. And then if you got 250 cameras, there's a lot of footage that them agents got to go through. So they got a lot of work to do, bro. They got a lot of work. What they took, how many years to indict Keefe D? They took a lot of years to indict Keefe D. And now he's sitting in jail. So they got a lot of work to do, bro. And it ain't gonna happen overnight. So I would think that probably in the next two months or so, you might be looking at something, bro.
And you said that Diddy, he got over 250
That's crazy,
cameras?
y'all. That's crazy, y'all. What y'all think? It's over for Diddy? And you know G Dill going hard. I ain't gonna put pause. I ain't gonna hold you. He going hard. He making sure it's a rap for Diddy. So what y'all think? Let's talk about it. Y'all think it's over for Diddy? Yeah. Shout out to y'all too on the likes, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We doing better this morning. Yeah. No Drizzy. Diddy deserves everything he gets. It's nasty out there. Nah, it's not over for Diddy. The True First said it's not over yet. They said Diddy got a shot. Sheababytv. True First said Diddy got a shot. Sup, OG? Shout out to you, Von. OG's in the building, 100%. Yeah. Gene just as guilty. Gene was around for all of that? That's a fact. Yeah, Gene was nasty work. Yeah. I'm going to have the number posted tomorrow for y'all. I forgot to fix the app, y'all. I'll do it tonight. Promise you. Yeah. I forgot. I had a headache last night. That's a fact. I'll fix it tomorrow. Yeah, but it's kind of curtains and quiet for Diddy right now, man. You know, he's saying that they building up a case to lock him up. Man, that's gonna be nasty. Yeah. Take that, take that, take that. Ah! Mace called him out. Mace was the first one letting him know that he was an extorter. You know what I mean? They said Diddy gonna bop out that situation. Yeah. I think so too, my dude. Nah, I don't know if Mace was touched. Mace was touched too. Damn. I don't know, man. Mace was a Harlem nigga at that time. I don't think he was going for that. You know what I mean? I don't think he was going for that. Them niggas was real street niggas at that time, man. It's nasty out there, man. Yeah. Tyson, you a funny dude. Mace had to do Nasty. Nasty. Leave my man Mace alone, man. Let Mace be, man. Okay. Did y'all hear about this? This was crazy. Charleston White, right? Takes a picture with Lil Tim, the guy who killed King Vaughn, and he says, the guy who killed King Vaughn, he praises him because he said King Vaughn was a demon and he killed a lot of children. And he felt like King Vaughn getting murdered was a good thing. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. But this is the post right here. That's it right there, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy, y'all. That's nasty. This is probably the nastiest thing we've seen all the whole day today. This is disgusting, man. You know, when I think of stuff like this, you know, I just don't like it, man. Charleston White was doing fine too, man. He was staying out the mix. He wasn't dealing with these rappers. He was getting his money on the podcast. And you know what I mean? I was saying, all right, Charleston, got you some new jewelry, done changed up the game. You walking around doing your thing, getting interviews, staying out the mix. All right, Charleston. Yeah. All right. But then this. This is nasty, Charleston. Look, he says, I'm happy as hell to meet Lil Tim. Fox, Nisha's in here. Nisha's definitely in here. Yeah. Damn, Jerry. You guys are going at Mason Cam. Them dudes is thorough dudes, man. They not like that, man. Them dudes is real dudes, man. I ain't gonna front on them. I can't hate on them like that, man. These are some real dudes from the town, man. I can't say they killers and they gangsters, but I can say that I don't think they are Zesties. There she go. There Niche go, Fox. Yeah. They saying, what up, Niche? Charleston is a straight goofy. Yeah, but he went and took that picture with Lil Tim. Yeah. That's crazy, y'all, when you really think about it. He is praising the dude who took... Now, Lil Durk, is he going to have get back for this picture? Who knows? Lil Durk seems like he's a changed man. Yeah. You know, Lil Durk is trying to clean up the city in Chicago. You know, for him to have to go through this is even more nasty work for him, man. You know, his whole plan and ideal of right now is to clean up the streets, he said. Yeah. That's what he wants to do. You know what I mean? So we'll see if this is what they're going to allow Durk to do, because it's always this trolls type of nonsense like this that could bring Lil Durk back to the streets. Yeah. Do I have some advice for Lil Durk? Yes, I do. Stay the hell doing the right thing like you're doing. You know, your father got you going a lot to these mosques. You know, he's trying to change his life. His father's trying to show him this is not the way. You know what I mean? I did these 2030. I'm here now. You think I want to go to your funeral? Let's enjoy this money, Durk. Yeah. Shake, baby. So if I'm Lil Durk, I ignore Charleston White. Don't come for my head, Charleston White. You already said, you know, guys that start getting lit, you got to wait till they start getting views first for you to come at their head. No, leave me alone, Charleston. Danza's my guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Chill. You know what I mean? Danza's my guy. And Hassan Campbell's my guy too. So that means, but you know what that means? Yeah, I don't get involved in none of that BS with these podcast dudes, man. Or these internet dudes, man. If I rock with you, I rock with you. You know what I mean? And that's that. Bottom line. And that's it. Well, I'm sorry, my dude. You got to be a fentanyl on fentanyl if you got KD as your poster. He is home playing 2K right now. Ricky Crawford, what up, fam? With the buttons. What's the topic? As a fact, Ricky, I know they all say I'm trigger happy. I gotta stop. I might even get rid of the sound effects, man. I might put the machine back on the other side. It's like, for me, it's like smoking cigarettes or weed or a vape. You know how it pause? It's like a hand-to-mouth motion thing. For me, it's like talking and then hit the button thing. You know what I mean? It's like a dance. Boop, boop. Like, hey. You feel me? Facts. Ain't nothing personal, my dude. Back, keep that shit. Facts, my boy. Appreciate you for the love. Thanks, Ricky. I'm just working, man. I'm just working. You know how many times I get up in the morning, say, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to push this shit back another hour. But I always get up to try to be on time with y'all because I like rocking with y'all in the morning. Yeah. You know what I mean? Gets my day started. Up early, you know, got a monster, you know, smoke a couple L's before I get on. You know, yeah, I don't see me smoking on here no more. That first couple of weeks I was on here, tell me y'all I wasn't smoking up a storm. Y'all said, damn, this nigga Shay smoked like 8 blunts back to back to back. Yeah. That's right. Check out the reels on the IG page and on YouTube. They're going to be floating around from today's show. So whenever y'all come on the show with me in the mornings, right? Take a look at the pages during the day randomly. YouTube, Instagram, add us on Instagram. Everything we talk about will be up on there. And Michelle, I got something with your name coming out today. Tag me, hit me on Instagram, Michelle, so I can tag you on the post. It was from yesterday. Yeah. So I'm going to put that out. So look, let me show y'all a little prime example of some of the work from like how y'all names come up from talking with y'all during the shows. Let me see. Let me see if this is one. Let's try this. Okay, so this is how they look from how we work during the day. You see me, Irvin. This is one on when we comes down to this championship. It's all about these matchups. Drew Holiday, is he gonna come to lock down? Because Kyrie Irving is coming to eat. Pause. Yeah. We right over. Let's go, Celtics. That's a fact. You see me? You see me? Yo, I'ma tell you. Like I said, everybody know I've been rocking with Kyrie. Yeah. If anything, I got Kyrie over here. Baby. All right, so those what the reels look like. Getting involved in the comments. I will talk to y'all all day long. That's a fact. I read the comments, trying to see what's going on, what's moving, what topics are we going to talk about the next morning. So you see those floating around, getting them comments. And a lot of the times I'm talking to you guys. Just like I said, Michelle, it was one I was working on last night that will come out today. I'm like, Michelle. Her name is all through the reels. Yeah. Who the hell is Michelle? So send me your IG, Michelle, so I can tag you. I know you don't want to get famous, but I appreciate you showing me love. I want to make people know that there is a Michelle. I had a guy on the chat the other day and said, yo, you're talking to nobodies in the chat. are these shows live? I'm like, yo, bro, I'm talking to hundreds of people every morning. Go look at the numbers. Look, the numbers don't lie. Let me pull it up for y'all. I had to show the dude, like, tell the dude, like, no, my dude, you got to pull up in the morning. There's a lot of people in there. Look, thousands per morning. Thousands. There's real people in here. I try to tell them that. What you thought I was talking to myself, fake shows? No. We got people in here every morning. He said my brother done took them gas station pills and went live on YouTube. You crazy, my dude. Only pills I took ever in my life was Tylenols and NyQuils and stuff like that. I never took a drug past marijuana, my boy. Sorry to tell you that. I'm from the 80s and 90s. We don't play that dumb shit. Weed is our fucking lean. Got you. I see you, Michelle. You talk your shit. Shout out to Jack Boys. That's a fact. That's a fact, Willie. You gotta be. That's why I told the dude the other day, he said, yo, I'm out of here. There's only 200 people in here. I said, why you want to go in a live when there's 20,000 people? You go on Mr. Beast, you ain't talking to him. You just a nigga watching him perform. I want to go into the lives, I can talk to the dude, and he gonna holler back. It make more sense for me. We gonna get fifth of Wild Irish Rose and have... Let's get it. Jaden said, go Phillies. Jaden, you funny because right after I get off this live, I'm going to buy me a Phillies hat because I got some sneakers I wanted to go with it. I'm going to buy me a Phillies hat. You just talked them up. I was trying to figure out what color hat what team hat I was going to get. I'm going to go with the Phillies. Shout out to D-Block, of course. Oh, Willie, I'm too humble, man. I'm too humble. I'm too humble. That's a fact. Because I told myself, I didn't, like, a lot of these dudes get on here to be famous, to shit on y'all. I'm not on here to be famous, bro. I'm on here to run my mouth and get what I deserve. And that's just people just knowing I'm getting some good smoke, talking this hip-hop smoke. That's it. 100%. You know, I ain't scared of the fame, but the fame better come with that money. Because if it don't add up, I'm cool with just being a regular person and rocking with my people. That's a fact. Yo, bro, everybody keeps saying this about the Jadakiss jersey. I'm gonna have to put them on the market, man. That's a fact. But what I think is gonna happen, I'm not gonna hold y'all. 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna wind up selling the jerseys on Jadakiss' website because I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to monitor the sales because that's his name. I ain't trying to make $1 million off a nigga name. They just hot. That jersey's not there for sale. That jersey's there because I did this for kids. Look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the only reason why those jerseys is there. Them jerseys ain't up there because of, you know what I mean? Like, I was a fan. Nah, my nigga, they up there. We was taking kids around playing games and, you know what I mean? Doing what we do. Jadakiss got a park. Let me show y'all the park. Kiss cares a lot about the kids, man. He got a park, right? Let me show you. Hold on. He got a park where they put up all the bread, gutted out the park, right? And this is where the kids play ball at. So, you know, they throw tournaments in there and shit like that. So, you know, kids say, yo, can you put together a team for me? I go in there, I get the best kids in New York City. We go in there, run through everybody, pause, 9-0. Yeah. Won it 3 years in a row. Next thing I know, we on the road, taking these kids to play in DC and all of this, play with Rudy Gay and all of this nonsense. It was crazy. Yeah. But yeah, that's why the jerseys are there, my dude. I was trying to find it, but you know, it's always if you ain't prepared for this stuff. Yeah, but yeah, that's what the jerseys was about, my guys. The jerseys was just there because, you know, I don't know if you know it, if you guys are from New York, the person who made this jersey is Mousy, the hood legend of Rucker at Dykeman All Sport Tournaments. Look. Yeah. Tri-State Classic. That's Mousy. So if you know who Mousy is, you know what it is. Yeah. Siberia, what's poppin'? Yeah, all I want is money. Fuck the fame. Word. It's not about the fame. It's a good vibe. That's it. You know, fame comes with talented people. That's all. Yeah. If you talented and people like what you kick into the game, the fame just comes with the game. But if you in it for the fame, you need to go somewhere, man. Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, another morning, Wednesday, hump day. About to go buy a hat real quick, chill out. I always say I might jump back on, but you know, my day starts getting busy, man. You know, I got some custom J's for that jersey. Psh. What? Yo, let me show you the sneakers I wanted to wear with it. You know what's crazy? Let me show you something. Hold on. Let me see. I think I have a picture of me with the jersey on. Let me see. Because it's crazy because I never ever, Jadakiss and all them niggas was wearing it. I never got a chance to really put it on because I was always coaching the kids. Hold on. Let me see. Because kids would come to the games with them more and I go hold you. Okay, look. You see me with the kids right there. Right? This is no lie. Look at the jersey. You see me. That's in DC. Shall we go on? This is when me and Kiss took the kids out to eat after the game. Of course, we had the Henny. The parents ain't care because the parents is on the road with us. They more fair. It's like this. The kids don't even know who Kiss is like that. But the parents are fanned out asking for autographs. Look. Hold on. Look, you see me in the huddle with them. You see me coaching them. This ain't cap. You feel me? This is real deals, y'all. This ain't no cap. This is real life shit. Look. That's me with the kids and Kimber Walker. Jadakiss and Lee. You see Kimber? You see Kimber? Try to tell y'all it's up, man. I ain't gonna lie, I had a great time, man, during them days. It's crazy. I'm trying to see if I got a picture of me with the jersey on. Y'all got me going this morning, man. Look, we had the old niggas too. The yellow ones is fire. The yellow jersey's crazy. Crazy. It's crazy, man. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I got the picture with the jersey on. Y'all nasty work. It's crazy. UConn Kimber was different. Oh, was he? UConn Kimber is unbelievable. I just think his knees gave out on him, man. I just think his knees gave out on him. That's what killed everything for him. Okay, right here. This how y'all know I'm not capping. Look. Okay. This is my dad's book. You see my dad? Y'all could go get that too. This I'll get y'all the site where y'all could go buy this book. If you read this book right here, right? This will tell you everything on who y'all are sitting with every morning. And y'all will understand me a little bit more on why I talk this shit. But this book right here will tell it all. Okay, so you see him right here, right? Remember that face. You see him with Kiss? You see him, my father with Kiss and the kids? It's real. I'm trying to tell y'all that, man. This is real deals. This ain't a nigga with a Jadakiss jersey hanging there. It's a fact. Yeah. So if I did sell the jerseys, it would be for a reason. So that's why I would want to get Kiss involved. Because, you know, it's not just for me to get rich or selling something for his name. You know, maybe we could put something, you know, a fund maybe together for the kids and, you know, make them get some money or something like that off at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that works. But Jadakiss knows how it works more than me. Because I'm pretty sure he do all types of fundraisers and stuff like that with kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we'll figure that part out. But yeah, it's a fact. I can make a black one. You know what I mean? But the original colors is green and yellow. That's the original vibe of Jadakiss Elite. Yeah. And I told y'all from before, I mimicked that whole team and program off Oregon because that was my favorite team. Yeah. And these are the sneakers that I wanted to wear with them. I just never got the chance to do it because I couldn't find the sneakers, of course. Because they like $20,000 for the sneakers. Oh my God. This is what I wanted to kill him with, the Oregon 5s, with the Jadakiss Elite. You see, I put the thing down so y'all can see it a little bit. Fire. That's why I try to mimic the whole concept off. Yeah. See, if you look at it this color, this is the color of the green of the jersey. See, it's in the light? That's a fact, Hippo. That's why I did that. Oregon is my favorite team. Yeah. That's a fact. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And don't worry, sooner or later, I'm getting the merch. I'm getting everything sooner or later. What concerns me the most is making sure you guys are rocking with me first before I go and do all of that. You know what I mean? Want to get the people to understand what I'm doing first and what the platform is about. Because it's not about just beating you guys in the head with merch so a guy can survive. Remember, when you buy merch from Sheababytv, it's not for Sheababy to get the Bentley. It's for Sheababytv to get things that's needed to build the platform even to be even more. The whole ideal is this: it's a future have an office that I have an office now, but I want a bigger office with employees. Yeah. And I want to teach them how to make the post. I want to teach them how to edit the post. I want to teach them how to run the whole platform as if I was running it. You know what I mean? For now, I'm the one running it, and that's why it's moving smoothly. But once I can teach a person how to run it like me, then I can get it more time to do other things. You know what I mean? I want to get out in the field and get some more interviews for you guys. I want to get out there. Yeah. But I told myself this year, I'd rather talk to y'all and interview less people, that need the help more just in interviewing people that don't really need it. So I'm looking for the people that are looking for the promo really more than the people that need the help to sit down and talk to them. I'll deal with you guys on my own. Love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we are back. Take a look at those reels, like and subscribe, and comment so we can talk all during the day. I'll see you guys later. Later, Hippo, you became a good dude. I rock with you, 100%. I'll see you.